really good, but you have frontal lobe
It was fantastic. Don't pay attention to Joe. All right, we're moving on. From the holding cells to hooker spells. Well, the Colombian prostitute at the center of the Secret Service scandal has a message for the agents. Bill Schultz sucks.
What?
That's a loose translation, Bill. Actually, she said they're all a big bag of dumb, basically. Yep, in an interview, Dania Londano Suarez called the man involved idiots for creating the mess and says that if she were a spy and sensitive info had been available, she could easily have snatched it. Says the escort of her date that night, quote, "The man slept all night. If I had wanted to, I could have gone through all his documents, his wallet, his suitcase. Also, Bill Schultz sucks."
What?
I'm just translating.
She made her point the first time.
Meanwhile, as part of a new Secret Service rules, on all future international trips, agents craving companionship will be outfitted with one of these.
The Hugvee is a cushion in a minimalistic human form. It contains a pocket into which you can put your mobile phone, transforming it into a physical communication medium.
They look so happy.
Yeah, problem solved.
He's carving mommy too.
You think so?
Oh, I know it. I can feel it from here.
You have that sense, don't you?
Totally.
Yeah. Hey, Harris, let's start with Londano. She says her life is destroyed, her name is in the gutter. But she's about to cash in, isn't she?
Yeah, you know, I mean, this is a woman who says, I didn't go through his belongings, and if I had been a spy, I would have been much better at it. So there's some organization of hooker spies we don't know about, and she's going to lead them, because she says if she doesn't get a magazine cover out of this, she's not going to be a prostitute anymore.
Right.
Because she's changed. She can't stand having her name dragged.
Well, remember that.
But the Russians use hookers all the time for this. They're very good at it.
So you think she could?
They would have made off with the room.
Yeah.
What?
You think she could be a hooker spy?
Well, I don't think that individual is, but I mean, they're definitely out there. Beware.
Kago,
That was directed at me.
how dare she call our Secret Service agents idiots?
Dodo birds.
Oh, wait, right. They were kind of
something like
idiots.
that. Well, I mean, really? And then they were cheap. It's an embarrassment to the United States. They didn't go over there with a bag of riches. They tried to get it for $30 instead, and the negotiated deal was $800. That will get you the local police called, especially in a place where prostitution is legal. They should be fired for that.
Absolutely. Joe, I've said this before. All the agents had to do was pay their prosty bill, and none of this would have happened. We wouldn't know about any of this.
You're right, Andy. You're right. Look, I don't think... yeah, of course they should have paid the bill, but there's a lot of things a lot of people should do that they don't do. I don't think this is at all an embarrassment to the United States. I think the moronic behavior falls exactly in line with the moronic behavior of this country constantly, and I can't believe people are surprised by this. It's not that big of a deal. A couple of guys went overseas in a place where it was legal to solicit prostitutes, and they did so.
They tried to rip her off.
Well, the rip-off part, yeah, that part sucks, but everybody's not up in arms about them ripping her off. They're up in arms that Secret Service men frolicked with prostitutes.
But Joe, why do you hate America?
Frolic.
Yeah, why do you want to go to Canada?
Oh, I don't.
That's such a nice euphemism.
I don't.
Frolic with the prostitute.
I don't hate America, Andy. I hate.
When did you stop hating America?
I have always loved this country.
3 seconds ago.
Because I came here with a dream.
Did you?
You don't think this agent
And you don't
is
even care
embarrassed?
that dream's been crushed.
No.
You don't think
Well,
this
I mean,
agent is embarrassed?
but like, look.
He spent 8 hours with a hot woman, and she says he slept all of it.
Here's
if
my
anything
point.
should be a secret, it should be that.
Here's my point.
That sounds like marriage.
Okay, but
no wonder he didn't want to pay her.
I understand. Yeah, well, but my point is this: like, sentiments about this country aside, is anybody really, especially with the way the White House has been run over the last 12 years, with various presidential candidates, and is anybody surprised at behavior like this? Is this really this shocking?
No, this was happening before,
is this
and everybody
really so
knows
crazy?
it. No,
but it is embarrassing.
I was shocked.
It's an open secret.
Really? No.
This is what they do. They party. Not all of them. I know some Secret Service guys, and they're cool.
What I love is when she says,
For free.
had I known that you were an agent, I wouldn't have called police. Well, yeah, you know why? Because everybody knows that bribery pays more than sleeping with the guy.
That's a good point, yeah.
Whatever.
Bill, in the 80s, you hosted actually a variety show in Colombia under the name Catalina Cuerpo. What do you make of all this?
Sounds like the
A lot
crying
more puppets
game.
than this show has, and better quality ones too. We didn't use strings. The whole and they didn't speak English. It was great. I could make up words. You gave me a great idea.
Oh my God.
This girl should not do men's magazines. This girl does not have to go back to being a prostitute. Kellogg should hire this girl.
Kellogg?
Kellogg's should hire this girl, new kid cereal, because she's got kids, Frosty Flakes. She's on front in a bikini. You can get a free condom at the bottom of it. This is what you should do.
Gross to say that about kids cereal.
Tony the Tiger could be like a John or something like that. Or a pimp, yeah. You see, look at Tony the Tiger wears that little ascot. He's already a pimp. This is what she needs to do. Frosty Flakes and its Spanish language alternative.
You got to. How do you not yell?
It's offensively good.
How are you?
That'll be their thing. Offensively good.
How are you not yelling? She's great. How are you not yelling that? How are you not yelling that?
She's great and been tested.
All right. Wow. From melodrama to melanoma. Is she a good mutter because she applies cocoa butter? Damn it, Bill. Patricia Crenshaw, a.k.a. the tanning mom, seen here, has some choice words for those critical of her 5-year-old daughter being burnt to the point of bacon at a Nutley, New Jersey tanning salon. Right. The 44-year-old Mom of the Year candidate says, quote, "There's somebody out there for my whole life that doesn't like me because they are jealous, fat, and they're ugly." And the human pork rinds naysayers go as far up as the queen bee of all things Jersey, i.e. Snooki, who told Extra, quote again, "That bitch is crazy. You are not supposed to take your kids there." Honestly, pugs treat vacuum hoses better than these women treat themselves.
Yeah.
I'm always glad when I have video backup when I make statements like that. Hey, Kimberly, this whole thing began. I want to go back to when this began. It began with the teacher asking Krenzel's daughter why she looked sunburned. The daughter said she'd been taken to the tanning bed.
Right.
And we've basically convicted this woman based on what her kids said. Should we be?
She was also scarlet red, like a red lobster.
The woman?
The daughter was at the time sunburned. And so but it didn't happen in the tanning booth. It just happened outside. And now, has anyone noticed that the mom is getting more tanalicious by the moment? I mean, she's frosting herself all over head to toe, because I think they might have banned her at the tanning booth.
I think you might be right about that. Harris, I want to get to the important question here. What's behind this rash of people thinking they're hot when they're not? Remember there was that woman in England who wrote the newspaper column.
And you come to me for that.
Well, not just tanning mom. And I think that this devalues actual hot people like you and me.
Yeah, you know what? She says we're jealous of her tan. Mine is natural. She's orange.
Yeah.
She's orange.
Yeah.
Snooki is orange, too.
They're like a basketball. They should write Spalding across their foreheads.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not going to sit here and take this anymore. You will not make fun of my little glazed ham. This woman also happens to be the mother of one of my illegitimate kids.
Is that right?
Reflexall. I haven't seen her in a while. I'm told she's been taken away of child services, but I will defend her. Here's the thing. We don't necessarily know if the kid actually got tan.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Actually, I have a question for Kimberly.
Yes.
Whether it were inside the tanning booth, or she said it was an 85-degree sunny day.
Right.
If that child were left out long enough to get the kind of burn that I've seen pictures of, that's a problem anyway.
Either way, it's inappropriate. It would be like, yes, it is.
Oh, come on.
Is it dangerous?
Well, the tanning booth would be worse, but nevertheless, if the mom is deliberately leaving her out to the point where she is sustaining physical injury because the mom wants her to look more tan, you're dealing with the same mental problem
Kids
there,
get
and
sunburned.
it's also reckless
Every
for a
kid I
child.
knew growing up got so sunburnt that you couldn't lay down in your bed at night.
Yeah, but how can you trust this woman?
It's not an intent crime.
Yes, it is.
It's not
She
an
looks
intent
like my
crime.
Aunt Maxine.
This is another case of other people sticking their nose way too deeply into business that is not theirs and does not concern them. Whether or not this girl was brought into a tanning bed, I'm not. How am I wrong?
Because one involves a crime of intentionally burning your child and causing them physical injury versus an accidental copper tone moment.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt, to put it into your legalese language, can you prove that that's what she did?
Well, that would be
look at her own face.
It would be up to a jury.
But they can't.
Depends.
They can't. The father has said that that's not the case.
Child endangerment. Well,
it's.
But isn't this all? Look, I think you're all missing the point here. She's trying to make sure her daughter looks fabulous. If she went a little far, she went a little far.
Okay, Andy, that's an individual.
Look at her.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I have a purse that looks like this one.
You need to spray tan. It's safer.
Yeah. All right. Coming up. Can a guy who's not all that funny make it in the world of stand-up comedy? Joe DeRosa talks about his new book. Probably not. Next. But first,
everybody's got
should the New York Times worry about messing with Nick Fury? Yeah. You're watching Red Eye on FNC, so stick around.
Bye.